Hi folks, and welcome back to the Guitar Farm, and today we are checking out this absolutely gorgeous Fender Strat Plus Deluxe from 1994 in this version 2 Blueburst finish. As you can see, this is an absolutely stunning guitar, and let's take a closer look at it now. So naturally, with any of the Stratocaster Plus series guitars, there's quite a bit to cover, just because of the sheer amount of colour options, spec options, etc. over the years. So do bear with me, we'll take a nice detailed look at this one and a bit of a description along the way. If you're really into these guitars and want to know to the nth degree, Jeffrey Guitars is pretty much the sort of go-to oracle on this stuff, so he's a great resource to check out. So a quirk on this particular finish, and there weren't many in the range that got this, just the translucent burst finishes. I think this and Crimson Burst got an ash cap on the front, an ash cap on the back, with an alder core. So you get the best of both worlds in terms of ash and alder. And we've seen Fender have a slightly different take on this with their duotone series, but that was more of a sort of book matched half and half down the side two-piece body. We can see the translucent finish here. It's kind of like a teal green or an ocean blue, kind of blends between the two depending on the angle you're viewing it at. We can see the ash grain underneath it, and it's a gorgeous piece of ash on this example. Lovely straight grain, and a nice bit of character there on the lower bout, and the perimeter burst is kind of like a mystic blue, cobalt blue type thing that has a metallic, very subtle metallic flake to it. This is the stock pickguard, which is the aged Moto. It's like a mother of pearl look. And in terms of our pickups / electronics, we have the original blue Fender lace sensor in the neck position, which is voiced a bit like a P90 with a bit of 50s path thrown in there. The middle pickup is a silver lace sensor, which is kind of voiced like a modern vintage Strat, almost like a 70s Strat. A bit more output than the lace sensor gold, but still single coil in terms of sonic. And the red lace sensor in the bridge, which is akin to a modern humbucker. So plenty of output on the bridge there for those rock tones, which is really what you want. A little bit more sensible than the 3 gold lace sensors they put in the regular Plus. The bridge on this guitar, on this example, is the much sought after Fender Mini Floyd. As you can see here on the bass side, it is Floyd Rose branded, and on the treble side it's Fender branded. This was kind of designed to be a hybrid between a locking system and a non-locking system, offering the best of both worlds from a functionality standpoint. The guitar comes with its original tremolo arm, which is crucial because the original tremolo arm, actually, if you can see there, has a little hex adjustment on the end of it, which is like a 2-in-1 trem bar / Allen tool for these locking studs, or locking grub screws, should I say, in the back of each of the saddles. So a nice touch there. In terms of the electronics, we have 2-tone 1 volume setup, 5-way selector switch. As you'd expect, it's all original. If you're familiar with Strat Pluses, you will know the little idiosyncrasy that the switch tip is a different shade of white to the tone controls and the pickup covers. Whether that's to do with material and how they yellow through the years or over the years, I don't know, but you see it crop up everywhere. So that switch tip is original, as is all the electronics and knobs, plastics, etc. You've got your TBX tone control. Google that if you want to know more about how that works electronically. Try and keep this as short as possible. Up the top end of the guitar, as you can see, it is the post 1993 version, so it comes with the LSR roller nut, which is the Fender proprietary roller nut, as opposed to the Wilkinson roller nut that was installed on the earlier ones. I prefer this, it's a lot easier to string up through an LSR. offers all the same functionality, and it's a much tidier, sleeker looking unit. We can see there the Fender silver CBS style logo with the N4 serial. So it's a 1994. Quick of the serial number, as you can see there, 666. So if you're a fan of the devil, maybe this guitar's for you. As you can see up the fretboard, this guitar has a rosewood neck, and it's got a lovely browny reddish hue. It's probably not looking quite as dark as it does in real life, with the light shone on it, but it does have very much a slight tinge of redness to it, and a lot of lovely grain and sort of mottling back in the era when Fender didn't dye their rosewood, thankfully. As this is an old guitar, I thought I'd show you the frets. So, as you can see, there's a little tiny, and this is the worst area, obviously the cowboy chord area, little tiny bit of pitting on the higher strings, but I mean tiny. The frets still have a nice crown to them, and on the bass strings it's free of anything. That's the worst area. Moving up the neck, you can see frets are absolutely perfect. We'll go into the E pentatonic, which is usually another serial Fender. Absolutely perfect. So just a tiny bit of wear around the cowboy chord area, but other than that, perfect. How well this will come across, I don't know. The frets are nicely crowned. Hopefully this will come across better in the photos, but there's some lovely flame figuring to the neck. As well as a really cool burl mark, which is very uncommon in maple. At the bottom there, nice bit of character. The headstock also has some lovely figuring on the back of it, and contains the stock Schaller satin tuners, now discontinued in this guise anyway, made in Germany. Much better quality tuner than the Asian rubbish they put on the back of the Deluxes and Ultras now. Modern Ultras, that is. It's all original. So moving on to the rear of the guitar, as you can see here we've got the original neck plates with a micro tilt adjustment, the original back plate, which doesn't have any recess cut out of it, which is original, that's how they came. This one is the no trem setter version, which is nice because they're a pain in the backside to set up. As you can see, more of the lovely ash grain on the back here. Looks the absolute business. So quickly looking at the condition of this, the guitar for its age adjusted, is in lovely condition. I wouldn't say it's in collector's condition, but it's certainly in very nice, well above average condition. Lots of these have very significant chips and dings to them, given their age. And this one does not. It's in beautiful condition, other than, actually, I will just interject there to say it does have one small area of a couple of small chips, but I will show you that in a second. But other than that, very clean, and pretty much other than that, surface level marking only. So as I showed you, the back is in very clean condition overall, with just some light play wear. The sides here are in lovely condition with just some surface level scratches. There is one small sort of horseshoe mark right there, just where the light is. And down the bottom here we have a very small patch of nicks through the paint. This is by far the worst cosmetic blemish on the guitar. You see there's a small area of scratches there. Again, surface level. Look a lot worse because I'm bouncing light, as you can see, with the halo right off them, so they look way worse. Now down the treble side of the guitar, the underside is very clean, just some very light scratching. Again, we're talking very light scratching. Down the side, as you can see, I'm bouncing light right off this to be as transparent as possible, to show you everything. As you can see, very clean. The neck pockets there, very clean in there. Just put a new felt washer on this too. And in this side, no neck pocket crack either on there. No damage around the truss rod cover, a little bit of light sort of play wear rash on the nickel there on the truss rod cover, but much better condition than most of them. The neck is in lovely condition, just a tiny bit of lack of lift where the skunk stripe is, but I mean very small. It's not peeling off at all like many of the 90s Strats are. As you can see, you can barely even see it. And I'm getting right up close here, you can barely see it. There is some nice patina to the lacquer, even though it's a poly finish. Down the back here, I don't know whether you can see it, but it is very light. Very light. Importantly on this, the front is in beautiful condition. We'll just take a look. Absolutely lovely condition. Slight rubbing on the lettering on the lace sensors, but they're all still legible. The colours, very common. As you can see, the front is in gorgeous condition. Barely anything I can find on the front, to be honest with you. And one very small blemish there on the side. This also comes with its original Fender Plus silver label case. Very sought after these. Can fetch up to £200 on their own. Nice neat little latches there. Has been used, but functions fine. So cheers folks, thanks for sticking with me. That completes our look at the Fender Strat Plus Deluxe, this one being a 1994 in the version 2 Blueburst. Hope you found this video informative, and this guitar is for sale on eBay and Reverb. Any questions, please do hit me up. I'll do my best to answer, and yeah, take care, see you soon.